Karen's pregnant.
By you?
Yes.
Next Wednesday.
You know I've been feeling you since college.
She doing it.
It's the Sistas season finale.
We got a problem.
So grab your girls.
I own the company, Andy.
Excuse me?
For an epic night of drama.
Since I'm going to jail anyway, I don't mind adding murder to those charges.
You have to see.
Hey, help me by minding your business.
To believe.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
What are you doing here?
Tyler.
Well, Sistas fans, this will be the last trailer breakdown for season 3. Next week, we're coming up on it. It's going to be season 3, episode 22, entitled A Woman's Work. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there a Maxwell song called This Woman's Work? I think that's my favorite song by Maxwell. I used to be able to sing it when I was a kid, back before, my voice got deep around age 18. Yes, my voice did not really fluctuate or get deeper until I was 18. But regardless, I am not fully looking forward to this episode just because this week's episode had some of that annoying character progression bullcrap that I really, really hate towards the end of a season. But strangely enough, I have not been able to find an episode synopsis for this at all. Seriously, I've looked everywhere for the past 2 or 3 weeks. None of my sources were able to get a synopsis. Even on TV Guide, it doesn't show anything. So all I got is the title, A Woman's Work. And as always, this video will encompass both the trailer you just saw, as well as the end credit trailer from this week's episode. Now, before going into the breakdown for A Woman's Work, make sure you take a moment to hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Hit subscribe, that way we can get closer to 200,000 subscribers here on the channel. Hit the bell icon and select all, that way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel. And follow me on social media, links are in the description below. Now, at the strip club, see me in the club with a bottle full of bub. It looks like El Fuego brings Sabrina up on stage for a dance, and I don't know, it's like, Sabrina is like a mixture of shock, and the girl's like, whoa, but then it's hard to tell, like, okay, is Sabrina really feeling this, or is she just a bit drunk right now? It's really hard to tell. And there's a moment where all the girls, raise their glasses to cheer, but Karen is just kind of sitting off on the sidelines, kind of scowling. So I don't know, she's probably still in her feelings either about the Zach money or the whole, thing with Andy earlier that day. I don't know. All the girls having a good time. Karen just, I don't know. So then there's another moment where El Fuego comes up to the table. I'm guessing this is when his performance is done. And he talks to Danny. He's like, hey, I've been feeling you since college. And then next thing you know, Sabrina and Andy look at each other like, she's doing it. And Karen seems to be missing. Did Karen just decide to leave early? I mean, if she did, she probably just went home, and then I'll probably be an excuse for an errand scene, because aside from at the club, I don't believe Karen's in the trailer at all. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if, let's say, Karen goes home and then Aaron's there, to meet up with her or whatever. And I mean, she told him, what was it, in the episode before last? Look, I just want to be alone today and get some work done. But it's like, you'll call me? Sure. Aaron, back off. We don't need you. I mean, the only reason I want Aaron in the finale is if he finds out that she's pregnant. If not, you don't need to be around. So it looks like this promo, or this episode, is going to show us the current night that we're in, as well as the next day based off character clothing and whatnot. So the episode ended where Hayden approaches Zach in his new place to confront him about the insider trading. And Hayden goes on to say, let's see here, you talk a good game. I give you that. And Zach's like, ain't going to be no talking in 90 seconds. He goes on to say, since I'm going to jail anyway, I don't mind adding murder to those charges. Now, Zach eventually goes over to Fatima's place and says, Karen's pregnant. Fatima says, by you? And Zach says, yes. I don't think Fatima's going to buy that. Then Fatima's going to say, we got a problem. And people assume that's because of the pregnancy thing. People assume that's like because Fatima's going to say, we got a problem because I'm pregnant too. But people don't realize that Zach also says her husband's a senator, so that makes it insider trading. Fatima finishes the sentence. So I'm guessing that Zach brings up the fact that hopefully Zach says your boy Hayden rolled up on me at my new place and then told me about the insider trading stuff. So basically, Fatima ain't going to let this slide, because in the following day in the parking garage at the law firm, it looks like Fatima's sitting in Hayden's ride, and she says, "You ain't seen nothing yet." Hayden's like, "Oh yeah." So it looks like Fatima's going to shut that down. I mean, the episode's called A Woman's Work, so you know Fatima ain't just going to sit around doing nothing. She's going to get to the bottom of this bullshit. She's probably also maybe even going to confront Karen, because she knows Karen is trying to do everything she can to keep Zach, and I don't think she's just going to roll over like, you know, probably some of these other sisters and let this slide. Now, the next day at the bank, Sabrina looks sad because she just slowly, hit my notebook. It looks like she's slowly approaching Maurice at his window. And she goes on to say, when you were in the hospital, I spoke to your mother. And Maurice is like, "You did what?" And then he literally yells, "Help me by minding your business." And I'm like, well, yeah, that's something Sabrina needs to learn. But remember, season 1 was when he got beaten up by Alonzo, and then he was in the hospital until, early season 2. And I guess Sabrina decided to tell his mother about it. Keep in mind, though, something tells me if Sabrina told his mother about it, she probably would have been like holier than thou. That's what he gets for living that life, you know, pretending to be someone he's not, being ridiculed and hated, that kind of thing, you know, because of how Maurice described his mother. And look, I swear, I had no idea Maurice's mother would be referenced in this show anytime soon, that is, because of the fact I did the video where somebody in the group said, what if Monique played the mother? And I remember a while ago, I'm like, what if Crystal Fox or Angela Robinson played the mother? But we might be meeting his mother soon. This is the kind of stuff Tyler should have been doing with Maurice, not this whole Q crap. Give this man some substance to his story. And I guess you could say this is inserted drama moving into season 4. So let me just say this much. Based on this promo, I'm actually intrigued for what Tyler has in store for the Maurice character next season, which is saying a lot. It really is. So, it looks like El Fuego is at Danny's apartment, and he's basically saying, let me stay for a bit. She's like, no, and then he's like, I'll dance for you. And it looks like he's starting to grind on her. And moving to the next day, and I'm guessing he did stay the night, because, you know, when he first gets there, Danny is in her club outfit, and then the next scene, she's in her work outfit. And, you know, it looks like, you know, she's leading him to the door. She opens it up and presses on the other side. And she's like, oh. So remember the season 4 teaser where Danny is throwing up a peace sign at somebody leaving? And I'm guessing it's Preston. So, holy crap. Danny, you did it to your damn self. That's all I got to say. You did it to your damn self. Now, I guess the final thing to talk about here is the Andy and Robin stuff. I don't trust this dude, because I don't... Okay. So it looks like they're at his hotel room and they're having dinner. So I wonder, did like Andy just go there right after the club? I'm guessing she did based off her outfit. But why would she meet with Robin? I mean, I know the why, because Gary is officially quote unquote gone. So she decides to go to Robin. But if I were him, I wouldn't want a damn thing to do with her, especially with how cold she was to him in the last episode. Not this week's episode, but the last one. So Andy says, I thought you were leaving. Yeah, plane issues. Bro, this dude is reaching so much. I don't think he ever intended to leave. It's like what he told Andy in her office. Wait, so did you only have the threesome with me because you thought since I was leaving you wouldn't have to face me the next day? Yeah, so he's like, good to see you. I thought you were leaving. Yeah, plane issues. So they end up in bed. And, well, actually, before that, Robin says, I own the company. Andy's like, excuse me? So when he says own the company, does that mean Robin owns the entire law firm that Andy works at? Something ain't adding up here. It really isn't adding up at all. So, it looks like, after they had sex, leading into the scene that we didn't see in this promo, but it's from that promo from back during the Sistas after show. We would like to do it again. And then the door opens up, and then Andy says, what are you doing here? We don't see who the person is, but based on the what are you doing here, the how Andy said it, I think she knows the person coming out of the door. And based off of Andy's, it looks like she jumped out of bed. She's rushing to get her clothes. She has her shoes. She's really rushing to get the hell out of there. But what's going on? Is it Gary? Is it Jasmine? Is it Gabrielle, the girl she had the threesome with before? I don't know. But I will say this much. They better not pull no bull crap where the cliffhanger ending of the finale is the door opening. We don't see who the person is. But Andy says, what are you doing here? And then it's screen cuts to black. I swear if they do that, I'm going to be hella pissed. But that's all I have to say about the promo for next week's episode, the season 3 finale of Woman's Work. I've already done a promo breakdown for the Sistas after show. I'm pretty sure that came out, last week, right? And yeah, so let me know what part of the episode are you most excited to see. It seems like Fatima is going to do some work to save her man, which I'm all for. Now, as always, like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.